Good morning, Kilbourne. This is your WKHS news for Friday, February 27th, 2015. I'm Riley Norman.
And I'm Jacob Shepard. Due to the inclement weather last week, we'll cover some of the stories we should have shown last week and add some new ones. In New York, tragedy struck when a commuter train hit an SUV on the tracks. Aaron Ware gives us the details about this catastrophe.
Well, what appears to have happened is a car was stopped on the tracks. It was hit by the train, and the resulting fire and explosion of hitting the car consumed the car, the vehicle, and then the first car of the train itself. At this time, we believe the driver of the car has perished, as well as...
The commuter train crash that happened last week was one of the most deadliest accidents in Metro North's history. 5 people on board the train, including the woman driving the SUV, were killed, and 15 are injured.
And aren't going to be making it home tonight.
A commuter train hit an SUV trapped under a crossing gate. The vehicle and part of the train burst into flames.
Also from 2 weeks ago, a female OSU student committed suicide by driving onto the tracks and a freight train smashed into the vehicle. Since 2011, the amount of train crashes involving vehicles went up to 85%. It is important for every driver to slow down, look both ways, and slowly go through the crossing. Every day, some McCord and Kilbourne kids will walk over railroad tracks every morning to school and in the afternoon on their way home. To let you guys know, it is dangerous. The amount of deaths of pedestrians being struck by trains has jumped to 10%. A total of 908 people were injured or killed while walking on railroad tracks in 2013. It is trespassing, and those tracks belong to a company. Please remember this that has been around for a long time. Stop, look, and listen. Aaron Ware, WKHS News.
The Kilbourne dance team has had another successful year. Maya Happ and Katie Tomorrow talked to the captains to find out more about their season.
The dance team has had yet another successful season. Captains Michelle Borchers and Sam Musgrove tell us how they got to where they are. How has your season gone so far?
Our season's going pretty good this year. We made it. We went to regionals, and then we qualified for states, and then we also placed second at another competition that we went to out of 5 teams.
How's your team chemistry been this year?
We try to do a lot of team bonding things, and our team is really coming along as like a unit, and we're all in this together.
What's your role as a captain?
As captain, I really help the girls learn the routine and footwork and see if they need extra help and really be a good role model. So we qualified for states, which is really exciting because we've been to states the past 4 years now, and we're performing March 1st at St. John's Arena, so it's really exciting performing at Ohio Stadium. It's really been a great year so far. We've really learned a lot of new tricks. It's really exciting learning. Just really high energy routine this year, so we're really excited about that.
States are this Sunday, March 1st at the St. John's Arena. Come out and support your Lady Wolves. Katie Tomorrow and Maya Happ, WKHS News.
Starting next month, you may catch John Travolta coming from a restaurant or a store. He's filming a new movie called I Am Wrath. It's a thriller about a man trying to solve his wife's murder. So why would La Media, the film company making the John Travolta movie, want to film in Columbus? Filmmaking requires people and props, and if shot in Ohio, particularly central Ohio, the filmmaker doesn't have to go far to find diverse landscapes. John Doherty of Film Columbus says that you can get a nice urban setting downtown, and in 10 or 15 minutes, you're in a place that looks like Kentucky or rolling hills. But the main reason is money. Ohio has a 35% tax break for anyone who is making a movie as long as they meet criteria, like hiring locally and spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that tax break makes it worthwhile for filmmakers. They are looking for extras, so if you'd like to become one, you are asked to email wrathextrasohio@gmail.com. If you would like to volunteer for other services, you are asked to email wrathmovieohio@gmail.com.
We all know the dangers of distracted driving, but what about distracted walking? Don Brown and Danielle Barker tell us what those dangers are.
While walking and using your cell phone, people veer off course 61% more of the time than when not distracted. Ages 16 through 25 are the most at risk for injury while texting and walking.
The Oscars were awarded on Sunday, February 22nd. Neil Patrick Harris hosted, which brought both criticism and compliments. Kahari Lindsay and Cassidy Watson wondered which individuals here at Kilbourne would be good hosts for the Academy Awards.
But then I think of Chaplin and Monroe and Argo and Fargo, or when Marty made his cargo back in time at the mall.
The Academy Awards were hosted by Neil Patrick Harris. Oscars went to many deserving people. Birdman won Best Picture and Best Original Screenplay. Julianne Moore won Best Actress for her role in Still Alice, and Eddie Redmayne took home the Oscar for Best Actor with his role as Stephen Hawking in The Theory of Everything. With the controversies coming from Harris's hosting ability, we asked Kilbourne staff and students to tell us who they think should host the Oscars.
What teacher would you like to see host the Oscars?
Mr. Sprunger.
What student would you like to see host the Oscars?
You.
What teacher would you like to see host the Oscars?
Without a doubt, Miss Gerhardt.
What student would you like to see host the Oscars?
Definitely Jabari.
People have said you'd be a good host for the Oscars. What would you do if you hosted the Oscars?
Well, to start off, I'd make sure people have as much fun as possible. You know, I know Ellen brought in pizza last year, so to top that off, I'd probably bring in Chipotle's, maybe some cookies and cream ice cream.
Patrick Harris appeared in his underwear this year. What would you do instead?
Well, hate to disappoint the ladies of, WKHS, but don't think I could go on stage in my underwear, so I'll probably wear like a suit or something, maybe a tuxedo.
Maybe next year they will consider one of our suggestions to host the Oscars. Kahari Lindsay, WKHS News.
Our Sentinel Yearbook is an important way for us to remember our high school years. Here is a reminder on why you should buy a Kilbourne yearbook.
Miss Woodrow and her students sold some of their pottery at the annual Empty Bowl fundraiser. It was a huge success as they raised over $1,100 to donate to the Worthington Food Pantry. If you would like to support this amazing cause, there are still some bowls for sale. See Miss Woodrow in the art room if you would like to donate and purchase a bowl. Any donations would be appreciated, and all proceeds will continue to go to the Worthington Food Pantry.
This has been your WKHS News. Good luck to all winter sports this weekend.
Thanks for watching and have a great weekend, Kilbourne.